morning, all my students. Today I'm going to discuss on a very important topic of international relations, which is realism, the theory of realism. And as we all know that political realism has been the most dominant school of thought in international politics, and since years, after especially in the post-World War II period, and still continues to remain as one of the dominant, one of the most distinguished, most remarkable, very famous theory in international politics. But we have to understand the fact of the matter, what are the basic assumptions which every political science student must look at. There are basic, which I am going to tell you the basic assumptions of realism school of thought, and that is going to make a huge difference. So far, the extensive and the comprehensive understanding of my students is concerned, so they are going to get a very good understanding, very basic understanding about this very remarkable concept in it, which is realism. There are certain basic assumptions of realism school of thought. The first is the international system is anarchic. According to realism school of thought, that the international system in which the states live, that is anarchic. There is no overarching authority, there is no night watchman sitting above the states which could regulate their behavior, or to whom the states could turn to. And in that way, the states need to maximize their power in order to secure themselves. States need to be very much powerful enough so that they cannot be affected by any ways, by any other state actor in international environment. The second thing is that the sovereign states are the principal actors in international system. This is also one of the basic assumption of the realism school of thought, that the state actors, states are the main actors and in international system, and they are the principal actors. There, as we see, there are a number of actors in our in international system. For example, you have NGOs, you have INGOs, non-governmental organization, international non-governmental organization, Red Cross societies, multinational corporations, and many other a plethora of actors which are present in international system. However, I can say that as per the assumption of the realism, that in the nation states are the real actors. They are real actors, and they are always making rational choices. They are real actors, and they are the most powerful actors in international system. And the third is states are rational unitary actors, each acting under the consideration of its own national interest. It is also believed, so far as the realism theory is concerned, they believe that the states are the rational actors. They use rational choices, they use rational mindset. They are always rational in order to understand the international environment, and in order to understand where is their interest, where their interest lies, and they are going to grab it. They are going to maximize that interest, national interest. So they are rational, and they always use the rational choices. Therefore, we, according to realism school of thought, the states are the rational actors. States are rational unitary actors, each acting under the consideration of its own national interest. And national interest, as we all know, that it is the very important agenda, very important objective of all states. All states would be striving for to capture, to grab, to maximize their national interest, national security, and national preservation and national development. And they are not going to compromise with that. and that is the basic assumption, one of the basic assumption of the realism school of thought. Another is in pursuit of national security, states strive to increase national power. The national power is the important agenda, important task, or important aim of all nation states in order to maximize this national power, this power element. If they are going to be, if they are powerful, they are going to have more advantages. If they are powerful, they are going to influence the behavior of other nation states. Therefore, the power is the basic element of all the nation states, and all nation states are, in a very they are very much interested to strive for this power element, to maximize it in order to secure themselves in an international environment. So what is power actually? Power is one's capacity or capability to influence the behavior of other states so that they can maximize their national interest while affecting the behavior of other states. And another is national power and capabilities determine the national relations among the states. What we see when we see the international system, we have a number of states. We have a core states which are very much powerful states, hefty powers, hegemon powers. For example, United States of America, for example, Russia, for example, United Kingdom, for example, many other countries which believe that they are the core states. We believe that they are core states so far as the international theories are concerned. And there are also states which are not so core, they are semi-core states. They are not so much powerful, they are not so poor, they are in between. Therefore, they are called semi-core states. So it matters when a nation states who is very much powerful is dealing with other state which is not a powerful state. It automatically deals, it automatically influences the behavior of another actor which is not so much powerful. So power is also a relational concept, and therefore when the states use their national power and capabilities, and that is going to determine the relation among states. Okay, and this is also one of the assumption. National interest defined in terms of national power guides the actions of the states in international system. So it is through the national power that the nation states are going to take into consideration their national interest, which is the key of all foreign policy, which is the main agenda, which is the bottom line for which all the nation states would be striving for. And human nature is very selfish according to the realism school scholars of thought, school of thought, and they believe that same can be applied for the nation states. There is always a lust of power, there is a greed of power among the nation states, and they would be always talking about that we have to grab more and more power. And world politics, according to the nation realist school of thought, is the struggle for power among nations. This power concept is the important agenda. This is the crux, this is the central theme of the realism school of thought. Okay, so all the nation states, the politics can be defined as the struggle for power among nations. All the nation states would be interested in power, to maximize power, to gain power, to capture power, to be powerful, to be capable. And this is the hallmark, this is the main assumption of the realism school of thought. Thank you so much for see you in next lecture. Take care of yourself.